Has anybody ever been to court before? Court is just a game you gotta play. When you get caught fucking up, more money you have, better shot you have at winning. If you don't think court is a game, look at the terminology that they use. Two teams sit on a bench and practice in a court in an attempt to win a trial. If you don't want to play, you can plead no contest. They call it a fucking contest. How much more obvious can it get? A verdict will be reached by a jury of your peers. What is this, a fucking game show? Tonight on Law, 12 strangers will decide whether one man will escape in an hour or get ripped in the shower. Only on TBS. Like, in reality, we don't need a bunch of strangers to wake up early to figure out who gets sole custody of the dildo. But the reason we have that is so the state holds no responsibility. You ever notice that? State holds no responsibility. They go, hey, not our fault you went to jail. Your peers sent you there. I mean, who am I to judge? I'm just a judge. Like, only reason why a judge is in a courtroom is to make sure that the rich players get properly dealt their justice. Because people forget, well, a jury decides the verdict, judge decides the sentencing. That's why 5-year-old black kids will get 55 years for 5 grams of crack, when 55-year-old white guys will get 5 days in the Bahamas for embezzling $5 billion of crack money. It's called home court advantage, guys. It's not a race thing, it's a money thing. There's not more black people in prison due to racism, there's more black people in prison because they're poor. Because of racism. The point is, justice may be blind, but that bitch sure can smell money. So, about that. Thank you. You guys are very cool. I appreciate.
Peace and blessings to the chosen. Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemel Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Akim pushing the truth for sincerity and charity. And the brother Yalad responding to that video in the intro. And it's like he said, the part that stuck with me the most was that justice, in which he's referring to Lady Liberty, who holds that symbol of what's supposed to be justice in this society. She might be blind, but she can smell money. And generally, this society is not just. It's very unjust. It's very biased, favoritist, and a popularity contest. And in this world, it's not what you know, but who you know. It's all nepotism. You know, people picking people for job placements based off of favorites and not based off of who's actually qualified or who would be good at the job. So this is Deuteronomy 1:17. It says, "You shall not respect persons in judgment." Right. So that's whether it's in court of law, whether that's in giving somebody a punishment, or if, like I said, nepotism in a corporate world, in a job world, picking favorites, right? It says, "You shall not respect persons in judgment. You shall hear the small as well as the great. You shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is Yahweh's, and the cause that is too hard for you, bring unto me, and I will hear it." So, yeah. The Father Yahweh, in the name of his Son, Yahweh Shai, said that you should not have a respect of persons. That means you don't favor somebody because they got more money in their pocket, or you don't favor somebody because they got some kind of fame in the world, or some kind of stature or nobility. The same person that if you committed a crime punishable of death in these scriptures, it didn't matter if you was high or low, you gotta pay that price. But this is that system of constant bribery. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's like he said, a 55-year-old Edomite, a self-proclaimed white man, can and they're not in trouble as other men, like the scripture says. They're not in trouble as other men. All Idumea, which is the Edomite, so-called and self-proclaimed white people, they're not in trouble as other men, like Job said. Let me just grab that then. But they also set up a system where they can bribe their way out of problems. They can throw money at their wickedness. Psalms 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore their pride compasseth about them as a chain, violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand without fatness, they have more than heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression, they speak loftily. So who else could that be talking about? That's talking about the Idumeans. They feel like they can't be taken down. They're prideful. They believe that in Idumean supremacy. They set up doctrine to state that they are superior to all other races on the earth. Who beats that narrative of being prideful? Whose violence covers them as a garment? Who wears the sheet and cloak of violence? But nevertheless, to go back to my point, Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 40:12, all bribery and injustice shall be blotted out, and true dealing shall endure forever. And what is one of the big things of bribery going on right now? The Epstein files is getting dirt on your American leaders and politicians so that they can keep sending money to Israel. Is getting dirt on the American politicians to keep a certain thing going on in America, to keep a certain pathway. And if they stir off that pathway, their name falls off the files and gets leaked, or they get exposed. A video of them doing what they did gets put out there. So this is what bribery is: so-called blackmailing, getting dirt on somebody's name, or just the actual bribery itself, sliding money under the table to try to avoid justice. Whereas the poor man can't do that because he's poor, so he gets the book thrown at him. Ecclesiastes 9:16. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. So money is a defense. Wisdom is a defense. The scriptures say this. But wisdom is better than strength. So wisdom is better than the money. But the poor man, his wisdom is despised. So he can't even, he can't, it said his words not heard. He can't even speak for his cause. And that's why you have a lot of Jakes behind bars that are not guilty of the crime that they're behind the bars for. Because nobody wants to hear their words, their plea for not guilty. It's been an abundance of our people railroaded into these systems with false accusations. And who more than our people? Let me see. Isaiah 42:22. This is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes and are hid in prison houses. They are for a prey and none deliver it, for a spoil and none say it restore. And who is that talking about? Who is the lead? It's like he said in that video. And I'm quoting him on that. He said the black people are filling up the prisons not because of racism, because they're poor. And they're poor because of racism. And he was right. He was right. And that's just how Esau moves. It's not because you're black. It's because you're poor. And you're poor because you're black. That's how he moves. So you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are the people that are spoiled and robbed. You are the people in the ghettos and in the barrios and on the reservations. You are the ones that are filled up the prison houses, especially here in Babylon. This is talking about no one else. You are the Israelites. Wake up. Sirach 13:22, it says, when a rich man is fallen, he had many helpers. He speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. The poor man slippeth, and they rebuke him too. He speak wisely, and could have no place. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look, what he said, they exalted to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. So, yeah, it's a biased system, and a poor righteous man will be oppressed in this place. I'm trying to think of that one scripture that talks about how let us oppress the poor righteous man. It might be literally phrased exactly like that. Let me see. Yep, that's it. That's the ideal. Yep. Wisdom of Solomon 2:10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. And that's what he does. The strength, the law of justice. In one hand, he holds a letter written by pen, and the other is a sword. His strength, the law of justice, is him just bullying everybody, taking lands with violence, taking resources by violence. You got oil? Oh, I'm all on that. You need some democracy. Your people, your women are oppressed. You got gold reserves. Oh yeah, we need an embassy in your country. You have a dictator that needs to be overthrown. Who else could it be talking about? Lord willing, this was edifying. Kwame Asharala, Wa Baba Ball.